Are you guys ready for some cards? Yeah, me too. All right, let's get set up. So I have all the standards with me. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm Grandma Gaines. You can call me Tracy. This is Bohippianlife. I am a reselling grandma on multiple platforms. If you're interested in the reselling portion of my channel, I leave links in the description box of all my videos. Again, this video is all about the cards. Tarot, Oracle, True Love reading cards. And we've even been known to take a regular deck of cards into turning it into a workout. All right, let me fix the chat over here. Right, hello. And my email. Perfect. Hopefully it isn't bouncy today. Today's weather, oh my gosh. It is so humid out there, you guys. So humid. So we're going to start by getting these cards all shuffled up and ready. And we'll go ahead and put a chat goal. We'll try that. And almost ready. Q&A session. Bear with me, my friends. Bear with me. There we go. Start goal. I'm going to pin my email address to the top of the chat if anybody's interested in a free card reading. In-depth card reading. Yes, these ones are just a daily card pull, not an in-depth reading. So let's get these tarot shuffled. And we'll get this party started. One more good shuffle. Alina, hello, my dear. How are you? Did you have a good evening, my friend? My dear? Uh-oh, here we go. We have one. Aw, Alina, you miss your mom. I can understand that. 1, 2, 3. Let's get you guys on the list before I get too far ahead. Alina. Damien, hello. Welcome, my friend. Let's put you on the list as well. Again, if you want an in-depth card reading, send me an email. These are free. Yeah, and I'll get back to you. Alina. She's like, I miss my mom so much. I am good, hon. I am good. Thank you for asking. I'll be much better once I get this coffee in me. And you guys, it's so humid. I think I already mentioned that. We are in for a massive thunderstorm. But the deal with this humidity is you can't do anything. You brush your hair, and then the next thing you know, it kinks up and frizzes. Anyway, all right, so getting that out of the way. I tried to comb my hair, but the humidity is just not worth it. It's it's crazy. I'm not complaining. I'm just giving excuses for grandma. All right, the Chariot. Somebody out there has a major arcana. The Chariot represents a Cancer, and the zodiac sign for Cancer is a crab. And we all know a crab does not move forward. They move it in a sideways motion, going sideways. So this person may feel like they've been moving and moving and moving, but just getting nowhere. This card represents that finally there is forward movement. This is for, I'm not sure who this is for. It's somebody out there watching and listening who's not on the list. 3 cards fell while I was shuffling for somebody. Somebody out there needs to hear this. It's a positive card, and it represents finally forward movement. It suggests, my friend, that you take the road less traveled. When everybody goes this way, you go that way. There are more opportunities because everybody's going the other direction. Don't follow the leader. Be your own leader. Aw, thank you, Damien. Thank you. And we have the 8 of Swords. Oh my gosh, you guys. As I get older, all these little lines sometimes, will it focus? Probably not. Start to blend in, and it's like, oh my gosh, you literally have to count those lines sometimes. But it is an 8 of Swords. As I get older, I need stronger glasses. This card says that you, my friend, are restricting yourself. You're creating obstacles that are of your own mental creation. My friend, you can cope. On the other side, this card can represent bad news on the horizon. You never know. This card can represent feelings of embarrassment or frustration from failure or disappointment. You have the Ace of Swords. This card represents a new cycle. Aces being the beginning of something new or the start of something. Tens being the completion. This card represents pure thought. It represents intellect, singular because it's a 1, an ace, being decisive and cutting just like the sword, and purposed. So congratulations on the new cycle, and keep your goal in mind. So Alina is next. Alina, do you have classes starting or something? Alina, it is your turn. So do you want the tarot or would you like an oracle? Maps? Mermaids? Crows and oracle? I mean, the tarot? And love, absolutely. I like it when somebody requests one of the decks that I haven't even gotten open yet. It's like, yes, let's get these out and see if they have anything to say. All right, tarot first. So Damien, when we get to your turn, you can choose whatever you want. We'll go through the decks. So this is for Alina, who misses her mom so much. So has classes started? What? How come you've moved to the hostel already? Is that how you pronounce it? I think so, right? You guys, give me some grace here. Not only is my eyesight going, well, don't forget, lots of rest, good food. There's more to studying than just studying. Plenty of rest and food, proper food. There it is. Oh my gosh, I'm just throwing things everywhere. Alina, that was my fault. These ones are yours. 1, 2, 3. What time is it there, Alina? You did get a Tower card, but it just represents that you have a clean slate and you can start all over. That's all that represents. You have the World card, which is the first one. It's a major arcana card. It represents a successful completion, although this is going to be slow. You have the 9 of Wands. The 9 represents surrounding yourself with reliable support. Draw upon your experiences to gain well-deserved territory. So you can see behind the person are the 9 wands. And they're like a barrier, a protective barrier. So they represent people you know, people you trust. So again, surround yourself with these people. And they have your back even when you're not around. 9s represent a resting phase, closer to a 10 than a 1. You are almost, the cycle is almost complete for you, and you'll be ready to start a new one. And you have the Tower card. This card represents something that is already happening, and it is a sudden change. Were you expecting to leave today? Was it planned that you were going to go to the hostel today, or was that sudden, Alina? That might be what this card represents. But again, the Tower card represents it represents the chalkboard being wiped clean. Like it never happened. Like nothing ever happened. But I'm going to, so there is no miscommunication. I will let you know exactly what it means. The Tower says the time has come. It is now. All best laid plans are going to the wall, literally, and you're going to have to start all over again. Now remember, this is not necessarily a negative thing. It can be just the thing we need in our life, a forced change that puts us on a new track toward a better future. Most likely the one we should have been on in the first place. This is effectively a wake-up call. So get up, get out, and turn your life around. There. That is the Tower card. Surrender. How are you? Rindar. Let's get you on the list. All right, Rindar. So the next one is Damien. So there's no mistake in here. Alina, is there anything else you would like to ask before we move on to Damien? Go ahead. Oh yeah, oh my gosh. I'm so sorry, Alina. We have the love card for you. I truly apologize. And I was looking at it right here, and sometimes I get ahead of myself. There we go. Let's see what the love cards have for you. I can understand that, Alina. We're going to pick the card that is standing up. It is the life purpose card. It's very pretty. This card says, at the deepest level of our existence, loving and being loved is a major part of our life purpose. We feel within us all the time as our souls call for deeper. We feel it within us all the time as our souls call for deeper connection and meaningful expression of the most powerful force in the universe, love. During those times in your life when you are not in a relationship or you're experiencing relationship problems, this can be empowering to remember your greater life purpose as a being of love. Giving and receiving love is not an act confined to intimate relationships or family. You can enjoy this beautiful energy anywhere by choice. Remember, you are part of a huge family on Earth, connected to every living thing, plants and animals as well. In order to attract the kind of love you want or rekindle love in your current relationship, it's necessary to be love whenever you can. This is the higher purpose for all of us. How is it possible to be love? First, it's important to realize it's not about being perfect or saintly. Being love actually comes naturally when you step back from your routine and attitudes and tune into who you really are. Your own natural intuition and genuine wisdom of your heart will guide you. Alina, you have drawn this card today because the universe would like you to experience yourself as love so that you can feel your higher life purpose firsthand. Trust that love is not an external thing that you must find and keep. It is unlimited and always within you. That is a beautiful card. Very beautiful card. Damien, my friend, you are next. So you can pick the true love cards. We have the tarot. Alina, you are welcome. You are welcome. Hey, you can get a hold of your mom anytime, right? Message her. So we have the standard tarot, and we have 5 oracles. The enchanted map, mermaid, crow, and the 2 earth decks. We have earth wisdom and earth magic. And just like Alina, you can choose more than one deck. So it is totally up to you. Marsha, hello, welcome, busy lady. Let's get you on the list. All right, Damien, let's let's start with the tarot with you. And if you want a different deck, we'll use it. We'll go ahead and pick any one you want. But let's start with the tarot. It's raining. I knew it. I should have known. We have the weather. The rain is coming. The rain is coming. Bahandra? Is that how you pronounce your name? Hello and welcome. If I didn't say it right, I truly apologize. I'm the worst at names. All right, Damien. Yes, you are next. So these are for you, Damien, but again, you can choose any of the decks. So I have the tarot for you already. Do you pronounce it rude? All right, Damien. So first we have the Three of Pentacles. The Pentacles represents gains. Let's get you on the list, my friend. Rude. The Three of so Pentacles represents gains. It's not just monetary. A lot of people say Pentacles represents money. And it does represent money, but it also represents abundance and much more than just money. Riches is so much more than just money. It is probably how I should state it. But have you been like looking for a job, putting applications in, or waiting to hear about a work-related situation? This is an apprenticeship card. So I see you may be starting something new. It also represents cooperation, apprenticeship and cooperation. So if it's work-related, congratulations. Damien, you also have the Queen of Swords. It represents a woman. So does this, before we go on to the Queen of Swords, does this card relate in any way? Have you been seeking employment? Or career opportunities? Because it is an apprenticeship card. And then again, it could represent cooperation as well. So we have the Queen of Swords. This represents a woman. Many people say in tarot there is no gender. The Queen of Swords represents a woman. You know this woman. She's wise. She's direct. She's ambitious. And like the sword, she speaks sharply. But she's honest. So if you're looking for advice and guidance, this might be the person. We also have a 10 of Swords. The 10 represents the completion of a cycle. So whatever this card represents, my friend, it's finally over and you can move on. And it represents that something happened that you least expected. And you can, just like the card, you may feel literally like you've been stabbed in the back. but it's over. It's finished. It's complete. And you have a 10. That's not a 10. You have the world. This is a major arcana. This card represents a successful completion. It's a slow successful completion. That's why I'm really curious about this apprenticeship card, which would make sense for a slow successful completion, because an apprentice is usually somebody who works under a journeyman or under a teacher, a professor, something for an amount of years before they themselves are the teacher, the journey. So I'm super curious what your new cycle will be bringing you, my friend. And as a time frame, the swords represent autumn, the autumn season. And the pentacles represent winter time. I hope that helps in some way, shape, or form. I don't know if maybe something starts in the wintertime, maybe a class. I don't know. But I'm super curious, Damien, and I hope you keep us posted on that. Is there another deck you would like to use? Maybe go in a little deeper? Okay, thank you. Thank you for being here and being so patient. I truly appreciate it. All right, so next we have Rindar. I shortened it, makes it easier. So my friend, you can choose any deck you want. Again, we have the Enchanted Maps. We have the Mermaids. We have the Crows. We also have the True Love reading cards. And the Standard Tarot. There we go. And the other two, if that's not enough, we also have these two Earth decks. Earth Wisdom and Earth Magic. These are all tarot decks. Oh my gosh. I don't even know what I'm talking about at the moment. These 5 are oracles. This is True Love reading and our Standard Tarot. And we'll give him a couple of more moments. And we'll just stick with the tarot. All right, tarot it is. Marsha is next. I'm good, Marsha. I'm doing good. I'm trying to get as many videos done, edited, and uploaded as I can. Because we're going to be going on vacation soon. Well, we'll be on vacation the same time you're going to be on vacation. So I need to get everything uploaded and scheduled ahead of time so that all the content is still there. So I've been kind of busy and hectic. Maps or Earth Wisdom. Map. All right, Rindar. Let's see what the tarot has for you. But you have to be just as busy, Marcia. It's crazy. So not only are we busy with YouTube, we have our own personal lives we have to take care of. Home life, 1. Laundry, 2. You know, for only having 2 people in the house, well, my dog probably is more like 3 people in one, but I do laundry all the time. Me too, Marcia, me too. I love doing my videos and filming, because you never know, you never know what you're going to see. But it really is nice when you can turn off all the electronics and not answer any phones, not do anything. You know, kind of lose track of the days. I know, it's like, it'd be awesome if I could just like reprogram the music on it. It'd be so cool to have like a Rob Zombie song or something on there instead of the it's probably Battle Hymn or something. I don't remember. So, Rindar, the first card you have is the 6 of Wands. Wands represents springtime. So, and they also represent something happening fast and in an amount of days, which makes a lot of sense because spring is over in like 2 days. And depending on where you are in the world, it might be only 1 day. So the 6 of Wands represents that you have achieved success. Things are good at the moment. You're happy, but beware of experiencing dissatisfaction after experiencing the heady heights of success. 6s, closer to a 10 than a 1, they represent a flip in energy in that things are being taken to another level. So something might have recently happened. Again, there's been a flip in energy and things are being taken to another level. Oh my goodness, every single one of your cards are wands, which means they're all yeses. They're all positive, and whatever it is going to happen soon. You have an 8 of Wands, one of my favorite cards. This represents exciting news and projects that have been on hold or, maybe just not going anywhere, are finally moving on and moving forward. So, the exciting news, it's going to be fast. This happens, it represents swiftness and speed toward end, promises assured felicity, and that's happiness or well-being. Welcome back, Damien. Did you have to go for a little snacky snack? And you have a 7 of Wands. This card represents there may have been some conflict somewhere. And it also says it's time to reorganize. What once worked in the beginning may not be working now. So that might have been those projects that have been on hold. Things just aren't quite working right. It just means it's time to reorganize. These are yours, my friend. Surindar, these are yours. You have all positive cards, yes cards. And whatever, this positive, whatever it is going to happen very fast. Amanda, hello, welcome. So again, you had three wands. The first one you had was the 6 of Wands, representing that things are good at the moment. You're happy. You've achieved success. It just says be wary of experiencing dissatisfaction after experiencing the heady heights of success. Let's get Amanda on the list. And this card represents exciting news. In that something, whatever this is approaching, it is going to be fast, and it represents speed toward end promises and assured felicity. And felicity, again, means happiness and well-being. This card represents it's just time to organize. If you've had projects or anything you've been putting off, this just means it's time to reorganize and move these projects are going to be finally forward movement. Moving on. There. But they all represent spring, Surindar. So again, this is going to, whatever it is, all this positive energy surrounding you, it's going to be happening fast. Again, summer solstice starts on the 21st. Marcia has chosen map and wisdom. Maps, here they are. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you for coming back. All right. Let's do the wisdom then. I would have continued with the maps, Marcia, but, and I might be wrong, and I probably am, I generally am, but it seems like you already have your path, you already know what you want, so choosing a map card, unless you feel like there's a block somewhere, or you're stuck, yeah, I think the wisdom is best. Because it seems like you are already on your path and have it laid out. And doing quite well, too. Congratulations. All right. You're welcome. Thank you for showing up, having time. I know you're such a busy lady. There we go. Aw, you have the joy card. I'm like, aw, I wish I had the joy card. No, just kidding. So, joy. I've missed you being here. People, the girls, the ones who are always, always pop in, always ask about you and if I've heard from you. So, Marcia, dandelion heals anger, clears physical and energetic toxins, and releases personal power. Garnet encourages a passion for life. I'm reading the right one. Yes. Physical, spiritual, mental, and emotional toxins strangle a natural joy of life. Clear the toxin in this situation to access your joy. Being joyful also grounds you in your own personal power, reveals your passions, understand the dearest wishes of your soul, and find the confidence to make them come true. This card says, my joyful heart is beautiful and valuable. I embrace the natural ebbs and flows of joy and do what I can to support my joy and my passions with confidence. With confidence. I love that. Marsha, have you gotten your tattoo yet? There's so many people that I encounter and they're like, can I take a picture of it? I want one too. With confidence. I love that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so the person who gave me the tattoo said he was giving himself one. My one son wants one, Christopher. My friend Karen wants one. My friend Tammy wants one. And I cannot wait. It's just, we're just gonna, there's just gonna be a whole bunch of bouncing it back. People are gonna get so butthurt when we all get our tattoos. Literally. No, I'm just kidding. Rude. Your turn, my friend. And I go back on the 1st, I believe, hopefully to get all the coloring done. But he said it might take 3 trips instead of just 2. I don't know. We'll see. I sat in that chair for like 5 hours for the first one. Well, I should actually, well, yeah. I love it. I love it. And thank you. Thank you. He's doing a wonderful job. I have his card somewhere. If anybody's around the area, make an appointment with him. I do not see his card. All right, one more good shuffle for Rude. And then it'll be Amanda's turn. One. All right, I got to do these. 1, 2. Do you feel like somebody's been dishonest with you, Rude? There's so much humidity in the air. My poor cards are just like being molded more or less with every time I touch them. Okay, so the first card you have is a 4 of Pentacles. This card represents selfishness, but for a reason. So if you're saving something for somebody or saving something for a specific occasion, special, whatever, and somebody's like, yeah, blah, 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 can I borrow? No. Selfishness for a reason. So there's the person who's just selfish because they're raised that way or they're just born that way. I don't know. And then you have the person who is selfish for a reason because they're thinking of other people. You have the 7 of Swords. That's why I'm curious if you feel like somebody has been dishonest with you. This card represents trespass and the stealing of ideas. Do you feel like somebody has trespassed upon you and stolen something from you? And you also have the 5 of Wands. This card represents conflict. Okay, Marsha, we'll be right here. Hopefully, still reading cards. Actually, this card represents, it's a push and shove card. I said conflict. No, what I meant is competition. So they're not really fighting, and if they are, it's a play fight. So competition is the name of the game. You will win. You'll make sure of it. wing is the most important thing, and you will do anything to be seen as successful. Now, fives are also the halfway point between the 1, which is the beginning, the start of something, 10, which is the completion, the end of something. 5 is a call for boundaries. It's a calling card, and it's for you to put boundaries in place. And remember, boundaries aren't to keep people out. Boundaries aren't walls to keep people out. Boundaries are doors to keep you safe. And these boundaries will help you in the long run with your goal and the path you are on. Beautiful Jazz. Welcome, my friend. Oh, there's nothing that says we don't read the Bible. I have a Bible in almost every single room of my home. So just because we like to play with the cards doesn't mean we don't believe and read the Bible. Granny Flo, hello, welcome. So, beautiful Jazz, would you like a card? They're free. Well, I'm sorry you feel that way. I am so sorry you feel that way. So, does that mean you do not want on the list? Granny Flo, what about you? My friend, sometimes those lost souls are just picking wildflowers. Granny Flo, would you like to be put on the list? And one more thing, beautiful Jazz. Walking into a church doesn't make you a Christian any more than walking into a garage makes you a mechanic, my dear. That's just in my experience. Now, I'm just a grandma. Next, Amanda. Amanda, my dear, are you still here? Oh my goodness, coffee break. I'll be right back. So while I'm waiting for Amanda, I have to ask, do you guys watch Netflix? Do you have Netflix? Oh my goodness. I love it. I binge watch it. You know, I don't turn the TV on until evening, until after supper, sometimes not even till like 8 o'clock at night. And then I like to watch Netflix. So anyway, they have the show Fubar with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Oh my goodness. He is hilarious. I love it. So, if you guys haven't watched it, season 2 is out. It's great. It is the best. I hope you watch it. If not, let me know. That's not what I meant to say. If you're going to watch it, let me know. If you have seen it and are watching it, what do you think about it? Some of the stuff they say is hilarious. Thank you, Amanda. I totally agree with that. I totally agree with that. Let's do some maps for Amanda. You know, beautiful Jazz, that is well written, my dear. I'm sorry. I'm just presuming you're a female. I apologize. Oh, you're driving, Amanda? It is actually your turn. And we're going to do the enchanted map for you. Yeah, beautiful Jazz. That is well written. We all fall down sometimes. It's about picking yourself back up. I like that. I like that a lot. Can I use that? Aw, thank you. And have a blessed day, too. I hope you come back. Everybody is welcome here. Everybody is allowed to have their own opinion. And, yeah, I appreciate you being here. Aha, there it is. Oops. Proper way. You have the Deep Freeze card. This is one of my favorite cards in the Enchanted Map Oracle deck. So in the upright position, this card says it beckons you to put a freeze on things that are not ready to bloom. It's time for regeneration and hibernation. Forego ambitious activity. A pregnant pause allows ideas to gestate, projects to shift and change, and relationships to go through a dreamy state of being, not going anywhere and not needing to. This is also time to put all of your arguments on ice. Nothing beneficial will come from any of them. Self-care is the most important activity now. So reflect, read a good book, crochet another object, or get a massage. Rest and dream. Take care of yourself. Relax. Now, you said you're going to work. Some people really enjoy their jobs and they like going to work. So maybe going to work, is a place for you to let your mind be free. I know that's kind of a weird way to say it. Let me explain. When you've done something for so long, quite possibly, it becomes muscle memory, kind of like washing dishes. You don't have to concentrate when you wash dishes. No, you know how to do it. It's muscle memory, and your mind wanders. So that's what I mean. Sometimes you get, sometimes if you're at a job and it's a muscle memory, your mind wanders. Think of yourself. Anyways, that was kind of a weird explanation, but. All right, so I don't know if Granny Flo is still here. Sister Susan had told me that she had a job she loved going to. She loved the trip to work. She loved the trip back. And she said she felt closer to her God while she was at work. So I can understand when you said it's beautiful where you work. So Granny Flo, if you are still here, my friend, I have 5, 6, 7 decks out here. One being the Tarot, 5 Oracles, and 1 True Love deck. So Granny Flo, if you are still here, you can choose any one of them. I'm just going to go ahead and keep shuffling these, and we'll pull from the Tarot for Granny Flo. Ooh, don't drop them. Whoops, did one flip up? Let's check real quick. I don't think so. All right. One more. You guys. Wait a minute. Let me get this finished first. There we go. Okay. So, yesterday, I'm like, I'm going to make some no-bake cheesecake. You know, the instant stuff. Because I had some strawberries from the garden. So I'm doing my video. I'm like, I might as well do a video. Talk to everybody and that while I'm doing it. I was so excited about this cheesecake. My presentation was going to be amazing. You know, I was going to put the strawberries over it. Drizzle some chocolate. It was beautiful. Oh my gosh, it looked amazing. It smelled, you could smell the strawberries and the chocolate. Anyway, I went to take a big bite, and that was the worst freaking graham cracker crust ever. Ever. Oh my goodness, we could not eat it. I don't know if it's something new that they're doing, a preservative, I don't know, but holy shiznit. We could only eat the middle. The crust is literally junk. I was so disappointed. So disappointed. So the picture I have is a bowl with cheesecake center with strawberries and chocolate on it. I was so mad. I was so mad. I'll make my own dang crust from now on. Have any of you encountered that, experienced that? I don't know if they're putting something different in the crust. Anyway, it was not good. Granny Flo, the first card you have is a Four of Pentacles. Pentacles represents gains. Now, a lot of readers will say it represents money, coins. Well, it does, but abundance is so much more than just money. Riches is more than just money. So it's monetary, material, you know, fill your cupboards, your pantry, your fridge, your freezer, all of it. So it's not just a monetary gain anymore. It is, it's a gains, period. It's a gains card. This card represents selfishness, but for a reason. And we went over these reasons just a few moments ago. So you have the person who is just literally selfish. We all know those people. They won't share with nobody. They can have 50 of them and they still won't share. That's just plain old selfish, greedy, and ridiculousness. This card represents selfishness for a reason. You may be taking care of somebody or something. It's selfishness for a reason. You have the Empress card, a major arcana. The Empress represents, when components align, it represents home, and more creates more. So it's an understanding card. More creates more. More anger creates more anger. More fighting creates more fighting. On the other hand, more smiles. Smiles are contagious. Laughter's contagious. Money follows money. So it's an understanding card. And also, so the best way to describe understanding, easiest way, is you reap what you sow. So if you plant corn, you're going to get corn. You have to understand. It's an understanding card. If you plant corn, you're not going to get an apple. And you have the King of Wands. Wands represents spring. It's a yes card, and it represents something happening or approaching fast. Quite possibly in an amount of days. And because spring is pretty much over, It's safe to say this, it'll be soon. Soon, soon, soon. This card says take action. Express your reason to be. And they are all positive cards. I hope that helps. I don't see any new names. Let's pull some more tarot cards. See, there's some people out there listening. I'll put myself on the list. So self. Let's pull some cards. We just need 3. Oh, here's one. It's flipped up in there. 1. It's a pentacle. I saw a lot of them, but I don't know the number. 2. Oh, 3. Yikes, guys. I got 9 of them. Alrighty. Oh, these poor cards. And they're my newest deck as well. I have a 10 of wands. It's not a wands, it's pentacles. 10s represents the completion of a cycle, freeing me up to start a new one. And this is a structure card, and that means to keep the outcome in mind and work toward it. I'm constantly working towards my goals. Constantly working towards my goals. Sometimes there's distractions, but that's all right. We have the 5. I have the 5 of swords. This card represents that I need to stop being defensive. All right. I have the moon card. The moon card represents a Pisces, so this card apparently represents me. And it says, all right. It is a call to go on a journey of renewal. So like the moon does every month. So go on this journey to get unstuck. So it can represent deception, hidden enemies or danger, confusion and fear, reflection and intuition. And that there may be more going on than meets the eye. All right, I'll remember that. And I have the Hierophant. Major Arcana, it's a positive card. And it says, seek wisdom from somebody you know with knowledge and experience. They reveal the sacred. So this is somebody I know. I know they're not going to lie to me. And I can believe the things they say. I don't have to, when they tell me something, I don't have to research it to see if they're telling the truth. I have a 3 of wands. This card represents new horizons and promises. It's also an activating card. So keeping the outcome in mind, activating it means I need to stay active. Keep that in mind. Keep moving, which makes sense in having the Chariot card. Because I have felt like I haven't been going anywhere. Like I'm not really progressing. But this card represents that there is finally forward movement, in that I, just like the moon card represents an unusual way of learning, I should take the road less traveled. So if everybody's going this way, I'm totally going the other way. That's me anyways. I have a Four of Wands. This is a welcoming card, a celebration, maybe a family or a visit, which is awesome because this represents it's going to happen soon. And I had received a call from my brother who lives in Georgia, and he is coming home for a visit. And I'm so excited to see my family again. I'm so excited to see my brother, my sister-in-law, and I don't know if they're coming by themselves or if they're bringing anybody in their family, their kids, grandkids, I don't know. But I'm so excited to see my brother. I have the Ten of Swords. This is true. Again, it represents the completion of a cycle, and I may have literally felt like I've been stabbed in the back. Something happened that I least expected, and that's true. You have the Devil card. I have the Devil card, another major arcana. It represents that I need to stop avoiding situations that hold me in a state of fear and just do it. And that is me as well. If I'm afraid to do something or I've never done it before, I literally will find any excuse or any way to not have to do or try it. I was that way. But my old son, years ago, he was still young, living at home, going to school. And he was like, you know what makes me mad, Mom? I was like, what? He was like, when I ask somebody, ask them to do something, and they're like, no, I don't like that. And he's like, and then I'm like, well, have you ever done it? And they're like, no. He said, that makes me mad. How do you know you don't like it if you've never done it or you've never tried it? So from that point on, I had a different perspective. The things we say, people hear and take it a different direction. So because the person was like, no, I don't like that. No, I've never done it. And the other person hears, this is your opportunity to see, to try. This card here says, just do it. Just do it. And it also represents something predestined, but not out of evil or fear or violence. So back to the stop holding yourself. You can see there's chains around them, but their hands are free. They're unfettered. Can literally remove these blocks and fears. It's totally me all the way. I am my own worst enemy. I'm surprised I didn't get that card. They're like, I have to tell you that. You already know that. All right, Marsha. Since we didn't pull any tarot cards for you, and you're here, and you're bored, procrastinating. I'm just saying that's truly me. That's what I'm doing. Procrastinating, having to fold the laundry that just went off in the dryer. And because I'm short, in order to move the clothes from the washer to the dryer, I have to get a step stool so I can reach the ones at the bottom. Do you have that problem, Marsha? So if you have the same washer and dryer as me, or close to it, you don't look very tall in your videos. And I'm not saying that in a mean way, because I'm not very tall either, in my videos or in real life. And I'm not coordinated enough for heels. I am, my heel are the big, chunky, clunky ones. That's about it. That's about all I got. And even then, I trip over dirt. Oh, alright. So, we're going to see what the tarot has for Marsha. For fun. She did not choose them. She did not pick them. But since they were so forthcoming for me, I was like, why not pick another victim? I mean, willing participant. She's willing. She just doesn't know it. She may never know it. Poor Marsha. Hazal Safi, hello, welcome. How are you? Marsha, you have the world card. Oh, and there's one. All right, so we're just going to stop here. You can't force inspiration, Tracy. Let's get Hazal Safi on the list too, also. How are you doing today, my friend? It is raining now. It started raining. So I have to keep an eye on the windows. I might have to close them. Marsha, you have the Wheel of Fortune. It must be on this side. This card represents good old destiny and fulfilling it. It also represents surprise change. This card says to seize all opportunities that are coming your way. Take risks if need be. And remember to embrace good and bad luck the same. I am good. Like I said, it's raining today. Of course, I love a rainy day. Usually rainy days are perfect for just chilling and relaxing. Putting on a movie and maybe a crochet project. Marsha, you also have these 7 of Wands. This card is a conflict or a reorganized card. Now, conflict, it's not detrimental. It's not going to cause any problem. Just a slight disagreement. Or it could be a conflict in scheduling. This card represents it's time to reorganize. So, Hazal Safi, you are next, my friend. So let's pull some tarot cards for you. So, last night, I should say yesterday afternoon, I was chopping up, we were chopping up fruit, veggies, to give to the chicken and the quail. Oh, your weather's not good in Afghanistan? Let me check the temperature real quick. 76. It's 76 degrees Fahrenheit. And rainy. Two Celsius. So it's 24.4 degrees Celsius here. And rainy. What is it in Afghanistan? And is it daytime or evening? I apologize, I didn't mean to point. I've been told that pointing is so rude. I know it is. They're like, don't point. If you have to, use your whole hand. Rishu, hello. How are you? Let's get you on the list as well. So, the weather in Afghanistan is hot and dry right now. Rishu, what is your weather like in India? And it's evening, right? Oh my gosh, these cards I'm going to see what the weather in Afghanistan is like. Oh my gosh. So it says it's 87 degrees right now. Holy cow. Oh my goodness. It was 107 for you in Afghanistan today? Oh my friend, no wonder it's hot and miserable. Tomorrow, Friday, oh my friend, you are in a heat wave. Try to stay cool. As cool as you possibly can. Thunderstorms in India? Yeah, Afghanistan, 100 plus degrees. That's crazy. All right, let's get these pulled for you. Here in New York, 76 and rainy. One. So 76 was 24.4 degrees Celsius. 2. I'll look it up in a second. Actually, it might show. There's the third one. 1, 2, 3. All right, let's see in Celsius. .6 is Celsius. Raymond, hello, welcome. Happy Wednesday. You're in a good mood? Good for you, Raymond. Good for you. All right. Hazal Safi. You have the 8 of Swords. This card says that you are restricting yourself. I get this card all the time. Stop creating obstacles that are of your own mental creation. My friend, you can cope. You can do it. This card can also, on the flip side, can represent feelings of embarrassment or frustration from disappointment or failure. And these may be of disappointments and failure of your own creation, of your own mind. This is for Hazal Safi. Yes, it is very hot. So what time of the day is it in Afghanistan right now? And this card can also represent bad news on the horizon. It only you know. You have the Ace of Swords. Swords also represent fighting, arguing, discontent. So there may have been some arguing lately. Ace of Swords. This card represents a new cycle. And this new cycle will be pure thought. It'll be intellect. It'll be singular. It is an ace. It'll be decisive and cutting, just like the sword. And you will be very purposed. And you have a 10 of Pentacles. Pentacles representing gains. And it's a structure card. And keep the outcome in mind and work toward it. You can do this. You can do this. And 10s represent the completion of a cycle, freeing you up to start a new one. And again, the Pentacles represents an abundance and gains in all forms. Please send rain to Afghanistan. Okay. All right. Let's see what I can do for you. Good vibes for Hazal Safi. Afghanistan needs rain. I could try to put some in a bottle and send you some. That might probably be best. Might be the only way you're going to get rain, my friend. Although these weather patterns are crazy. I just read that Alaska is under a heat advisory, which never happens. Now, don't get me wrong. I read the article, and they're like, people are freaking out, and they're like, but they're only getting like 80-degree weather. My friends, we're talking about Alaska. 80-degree weather is a heat wave for them. And then there's places who are getting rain and flooding who haven't seen weather like this in centuries. Rain, I like that. Oh, where's my little mousey? My thing's not working. Okay, I'm going to continue on. So, Rishu, you are next. Oh, no. What happened? My computer says, aw, snap. Maybe I just take a sip of my coffee. All right. Rishu. And then Raymond. So it's 7:53 in the evening. It's earlier than I expected, Safi. I truly expected you to say like 10 or 11 o'clock in the evening. So it's 8 o'clock. When it's 11:30, that's awesome. Career guidance for Rishu. Absolutely, my friend. It is 11:24 in the morning here in New York. Divine messages for your career. Absolutely. Raymond, you are after Rishu. And I can't wait to hear what has got you in such a good mood, my friend. All right, Rishu. Wow. I'm still blown away by that 107. Rishu, what is your temperature? You're welcome. There you go. You guys are awesome. You are the best. I like how we all support one another. In other words, what are friends for if we can't use them? Rishu, you have the 10 of Wands. So wands are a yes card. They're a positive. They represent spring. So 20 degrees Celsius. So it is, wait a minute. So it is like 50-ish degrees. I have to look now. 20 Celsius to Fahrenheit. 68. That's a decent temp, though. It is a decent temp. So 10 of Wands. This card represents that you have shouldered a lot in your time. This card says it's time to pass some of it on. And because of passing some of this on, you will reap fortunes and gain and success. This will be very beneficial for you. Career-wise, 10 of Wands. I'll be so sad if this is total opposite of what I just said. See, I love the warmer weather. I love when it's around 80s. Even in the 90s, I can handle. I love it. All right, so career. This card indicates overworking and a loss of focus. It shows how we can take on too much and lose sight of what is... Am I reading the right one? 10 of Wands. It shows how we can take on too much and lose sight of what is most important to us. As an advisory card, it indicates that we should immediately take stock of our situation and divest ourselves of our load. Only then can we bring things together and carry our responsibilities with ease. Pass some of it on. You don't have to do it all. And you have the 8 of Pentacles. It represents a journeyman's card and working for the sake of it. So you already have the experience and the knowledge. You're not learning. You've already been there. A journeyman card. If this were a 3 of Pentacles, it would be an apprenticeship card, showing that somebody is learning something. You've already done that. It can represent, I don't know, it can represent being a teacher, just somebody in an authoritative position, and with experience. Career-wise, the journeyman card or craftsman card, you can compose it. You can compare it with the 3 of Pentacles like we just did. The apprentice and the 10 being the master. In this card, we see the craftsman at work. At this time, you should work in the faith of achieving recognition or a market or audience, even if none are apparent yet. And you have the Empress, a major arcana. And we'll see what she has to say. Career and financially. Denise, hello. Welcome back. It's been a little while. So the Empress represents home. And when components align, more creates more. It's an understanding card, and so it's a reap what you sow. And the best example I can give of that is you plant corn, you're going to get corn. Don't expect to get something different. It's an understanding card. And the Empress indicates a certain growth and abundance. While it may take some time to harvest your gains, these gains are assured when this card is in a reading. In fact, it often indicates you will reap far more than you have sown. This card also suggests you should cultivate and tend to your projects, not letting them wither through inattention. I hope that helps. I've been good. Thank you for asking. How are you? Knight of Cups. One moment. Find the career and financial for the Knight of Cups. This card indicates a proposition. While attractive, will also require careful thought and a realistic attitude before acceptance. It can indicate progress in the arts and other creative fields. This card is not entirely positive for finances. It does indicate you will find contentment in your present situation. And this Knights always come with a quest, and that quest is for you to fulfill your desires, what you're passionate about, and what you may sometimes be self-absorbed about. I hope that helps. Yeah, Denise, I was shocked to see your name. It's awesome. How are you? And we'll get you on the list. Raymond is next. Rama, is that how you pronounce your name? All right, Raymond. Let's pull some cards for you. Then Denise and Rama, if I pronounced your name properly, you will be next. You'll be after. I apologize. All right, Raymond, my friend. We have about a little more than 15 minutes. Rahima? Rahima. Did I say that properly? That's a very nice name. It's pretty. It has a nice rhyme to it. Rahima. Are you male or female? Not that it doesn't matter. I'm just curious. It sounded like a female name, but I didn't want to presume. So thank you. It is a very pretty name. All right, Raymond. Let's see what we have for you. Oh, we have a couple cards. 1, 2. Raymond, did your fiance get in touch with you? Did you get in touch with your fiance? Raymond. Wow, congratulations, Raymond. You have the relationship card. So 3 of Cups. It's a yes card. It's a positive card. It represents summer. Raymond, it represents a celebration, quite possibly a wedding. And my friend, it says go for it. You have the 10 of Cups, which represents domestic bliss. It says enjoy this and appreciate it. You deserve it. You've worked hard for it. All our cups. Raymond, congratulations, my friend. You have the 4 of Cups. This card represents self-pity. It says you are becoming self-absorbed. Self-obsessed. I'm sorry. A little self-obsessed. You need to get out more. And that's why the person is literally outdoors. I know for the long time you've been stressing and worrying over this situation with your fiance. So I hope the cards are right. And congratulations, my friend. I hope I hear from you soon. And if you're listening, those dates I have are July 2nd through July 11th. Actually, you can take it further. I have July 2nd through July 21st. Denise, do you know what deck you would like? I have all 5 oracle decks with me. So I have the maps. I have the mermaids. I have the crows. I have both earth decks, the earth magic and earth wisdom. So those are the 5 oracles. I have the true love reading deck. If somebody wants a true love and not an oracle. And I have standard tarot. And for anybody just tuning in, at the top of the chat, my email is highlighted. If anybody is interested in a free in-depth card reading, send me an email and I will put you on the list. All right, Denise, here we go. 1. Hi, you're at the start of a new cycle, beginning of something. So congratulations on completing a cycle. Sometimes it's hard to get beyond to start a new one. We have 5 for Denise. And then Rahima is next. So we have the Ace of Wands. Again, Wands represents springtime. So this is going to be fast. It says, get out and do something new. There's not much time left in spring. So this is something you need to do soon. Fast. Immediately. Get out and do something new. You have the Sun card. It's a major arcana card. It's a positivity card. It's a place of clarity and illumination after overcoming obstacles. Again, congratulations on completing that cycle. Because of the sun, it can represent the daytime or summer. But it says you need to put yourself first for a change. Treat yourself. And that life is to be lived to the fullest. Take risks. You too have a 3 of Cups. Again, this represents a celebration, a wedding. Now, the celebration does not have to be a wedding, and to go for it. It can be a celebration with friends. It does not matter. And you have the Hierophant as well. Again, the Hierophant says to seek wisdom from somebody you know. Somebody you know with knowledge and experience. They reveal the sacred. This literally is somebody you know. They don't lie. They don't tell stories. And they have most likely experienced it and learned themselves. So go to them, talk to them. They're not going to steer you in the wrong direction. And you have a 2 of Wands. The 2 of Wands represents hopes and wishes, and it's an organizing card. It is time to organize on this new adventure, whatever this new thing is you're on, Denise. Organize so you can stay true to the path. Keep the goal in mind. And congratulations. It's all positive and happy. And you're probably like, yeah, it's about stinking time. Rahima, you are next, my dear. Where are you tuning in from? July 1st, 1993. You have a birthday coming up soon. From Assam? Okay. Rahima, would you like a free in-depth reading? I can put you on the calendar, put you on the list. because they're free, I'm booked really far out. But my next available date is August 31st, if you would like one. So if you're a subscriber to the channel, Rahima, in my community tab, when reading is ready, I will put a little post out to you, and it'll let you know that your reading is ready. Again, it'll be August 31st. But let's pull these cards for you now. Again, that reading's free, so you're not going to get any unexpected anything. And I do these card pulls Monday through Friday, unless I'm on vacation. Monday through Friday, same time, 10 a.m. New York time. Oh, that's where you're from. One. Is that in India? I'm sorry, I apologize. I'm not very good with geography. I think I have 3. So you're from India. Welcome, my dear. Welcome. I love your name. Love your name. What's your name stand for? Or is it just a combination of 2? It's just so pretty. Oh, Amanda, what's the matter, my dear? Let me get Rahima's cards read before I run out of time. The first card you have is a 5 of Cups. This card represents a loss, but that something remains. So in here you can see that there are 5 cups. 3 of them are tipped over and 2 are upright. This card can represent that 3 has been taken and 2 are left. It can also represent an inheritance, like from a father or maybe a male figure in the family. And it may also represent shame and guilt about this loss or inheritance. And it can also represent frustration in or a bitter marriage. We have the Page of Pentacles. Pages usually come with a message. The Page of Pentacles represents practicality. And a page is usually a younger person. So this is that young voice inside you. You're young at heart. It is the voice that urges you to follow your destiny. It says, examine the strengths you possess. Speculate to accumulate. Figure out how to turn every possibility, my dear, into gold. And accumulate. Save it. You have the Ace of Pentacles. This card represents infinite opportunities, material opportunities, and a place of wealth. It represents Ace being the start of something new. So you may have just completed a cycle and now you're on a new one. It represents perfect contentment. And also, just like on the card, you can see a helping hand being offered. It may represent that a helping hand will be offered to you to obtain these things. And that may, again, very well be like the inheritance or something like that. Please let me know if I'm right or if I am wrong. Pentacles represent winter. So maybe a winter one. I'm not sure. Amanda, what is going on, my friend? You're going to have to call me. You guys, I'm going to end this video here. My phone just gave me a notice saying my battery is about done for. It's going to go in black and white mode. And the one down here that I'm trying to chat on has a red line. So please, if you like this type of content, please give my video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. I would love to have you in the family. Also, share. I'm trying to get to 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Yeah. So please share. Don't forget to check out my membership levels. Offer 4 of them. Each level is a different price and offers the member something different. Subscribing is always free. That will never change. And again, thank you so much for being here. And I will see you in the next video.